welcome to another video. These girls are our mixed age and they're getting a 5 and 1, and then they're getting set stock out on the hills. They will lamb on the grass. These girls are all twins. We've got the singles to do as well. So earlier on I ran out of feed a bit, so I just ended up set stocking the whole lot, which is basically around about 7 ewes per hectare spread out around the farm. So we've got 52 odd paddocks, must be a few less now, it might be in the 40s. They just get spread out at around about 7 per hectare, depending on the country, depending on whether it's north facing or south facing, or good pasture or not so good pasture. So the good pasture, it grows better feed for the ewes, the worse pastures better for cattle. I've got these girls in, box them all up again and give them their 5 and 1 and then spread them back out. So it's time consuming because I have to muster every paddock on the farm. So I've got Waylon here helping me today. It's well worth it because this 5 and 1 protects against clostridial diseases, which are pretty common. If bacteria gets to them while they're lambing, they're more susceptible to disease at that time. They quite often can get one of those. Well, I mean, they say that there's 8 to 10 clostridial diseases now that we can protect for, but we just do 5 of them. So it's tetanus, Black's disease, pulpy kidney. What else we got? Oh, there's 2 more. Should know them. The tudus are going to get a long acting drench because we know that when a ewe gets closer to lambing, they get more susceptible to worms or anything really. And therefore, if you can give them a long acting drench now, then it should help them during that time. If you give them a drench now, like a normal drench, the drench usually clears the ewe out, but then they'll still be susceptible to worms, and then they'll get all those worms when they're lambing. So like ideally you'd drench them when they're lambing, but you can't drench them when they're lambing because like I'm not running around the hills with a drench gun, and I'm not getting them in with lambs afoot, like 2-day-old lambs. So that's the theory behind that. That's why we use a long-acting drench. Get them in now, give them that long-acting drench. They're protected for that time against worms, and therefore they do so much better. At times we have drenched the whole lot, so we give them a capsule with drench in it, but that capsule, they've stopped making them. I don't know, it's not the best putting. They're about this big by about this thickness of my thumb, so they're pretty solid. Yeah, so they go in the ewe and they slow release drench, but it's not that ethical really, and also drench resistance is becoming a big thing, so we're trying to avoid drenching too much because you become reliant on it, and then you get drench resistance where the drenches stop working, and therefore your production is going to start going backwards because the drenches don't work, and you don't have any tool to use because you've been using this drench the whole time, and when you need it, it doesn't work. So these are them. Not looking too bad, there's a few light ones. Ultimately, all in pretty good order. I mean, the season's been good, it's been dry. For a winter, it's been dry. Most of these girls, all of them are basically in pretty good order. Get them behind, Duke! There's an odd light one. I'll find a couple for you. I mean, look at she's a little bit light for a twinner. What else we got? Her. Oh, look at that long toenail. Oh, should be pulling it out. I should be, but they're worth money. Well, these girls are getting set stock. These are our twin tudus, and they're getting the 5 and 1 and also a long-acting drench. So I've got that all set up here, called Marathon LA injection. So 4ml does 80 kilos. These girls are probably maximum 75ish, but so I'm going to do it should be very close to 4ml, and I'd rather over drench them. So yeah, we'll get into it. One of these, one of those, and you girls can go. Go on, girls. those bottom yards. So I'm going to go up the top. Waylon's still on the signals. Get him behind, Doug. It's supposed to be easy on them. Get him behind, Pip. You're a cheeky bugger, Doug. Very cheeky. There you go. This guy is. What are you? You're a Murchison bull. So he's a local fella. Nice looking bull actually. And I've been putting them in relatively good feed for winter. Yeah, just want to keep these boys growing because they're young, and fill them out, and then they'll go out in December. Go pup. Well, I go, Gus. Well, I go. Go pup. Go pup. Be quiet, Doug. Sit down, pup. Sit down, pup. Stay there. Sit down, pup. Stay there, pup. Alright, quiet. Just get a can of these, 2, 4. So this is a paddock that I thought I'd tidy up pretty well, but see this, if I can get this good, take me at least this year to get it good, but yeah, generally it takes a couple of years before that turns into all green. So yeah, just tidying it up with cows, and then making sure it doesn't come back, it doesn't turn into roughage again, is the plan. So there's a gate just up here, and the other set of yards is up there. Now this girl's a little bit slow. She wanted to stay behind, but I want to give her a drench. That'd be nice, and she'll be really happy about that. So with the short grass, you get less of a response from the nitrogen. So we put on nitrogen, 32 kilos per hectare of N. So it should give you a response of 6 to 9 kilos of dry matter per kilo of nitrogen. So 30 times by, let's say it's 7, 30 times by 7 would be 3 7s is 21, 210 kgs of dry matter extra in the next month to 6 weeks. So it does make a big difference, but because it's so short, there's more worm burden, because the worms are generally at the base of the pasture. They climb up the leaf. If it rains and things, the worms are not at the top of the of the leaves. So yeah, so basically when you got shorter pasture, you got more likely to give your sheep more worms. So that's why it's good to give them a drench as well at this time. Come round. Duke stayed there, which is lucky. Gus is just going to go and try and get that ewe, even though Duke's kind of in the way. Go and sit down, Duke. Hey, no! Quiet, Duke! Here goes. Here goes. I don't think this is going to go so well because I'm not very patient. Look at her, Gus. Well, look at her, Duke. Come on. Leave her alone. Good boy, Gus. Hey. Just going to leave her. Hopefully she walks up. She's on the move. Good girl. Yeah, so the aim of the game is to get all of this, all of that, looking like that green stuff. So when I can do that, then I might be able to up my stock units my stocking rate by another, I don't know, 100 ewes over the whole farm. It's only a small farm, had 410 hectares, so makes a big difference. 100 ewes at 150% is 150 lambs. Stay there. What? Right, well, that worked well. What? Yep. Excuse me, girls. Stay there. So these girls are really, they're not looking too bad, are you girls? So there's a few, like, she's lighter, she's not too bad. She's a good ewe, she's a good ewe too. So these are Tudus, so they're only 1 year old, going on 2 years. So they're more susceptible to worms, and that's why I'm giving them this long acting drench. But yeah, ultimately they scan quite well. They scan 171%, which is pretty good for Tudus, young ewes. And I mean, I had a video about the hoggets last year, which these are them, and they were doing quite well. The lambs that came off these girls last year were pretty good for what I've been doing. We'll see how the next year's hoggets are. So yep, 4 mil. So they're definitely getting enough. Just brought these, that 27 hectare paddock out of there. So there was 189 up over in that paddock, and then box them with these, and they'll come in the yards here, give them a 5 and 1 and get rid of them. Late. Whoa there, girls. Happy days. They look pretty healthy and happy. So I just need 69, it's a great number, to go into that other paddock. So Bear's just sitting there waiting for them, so he will turn them down the fence line. They'll go through the gate down there, and they'll be in that other paddock, and then the rest can go in this paddock here. So Bear and I should have a go at this. Hopefully it works. 51. Take away 3, 4. Not ideal. Alright, might have to move the dogs. Should have done that in the first place. Dogs are down there. Should be out of the way. Bear's in the right spot. Go on, go. 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 68, 69, 70. Rightio, 70 will do us. Get on, Bear. That's on. Quiet. Happy days. Well, there they go. And there's some in here. And Waylon's putting them up there. Perfect. Got 4 hunterways and a heading dog. Hunterways rule New Zealand hill country. Well, I was wondering why that ewe was bleating. Silly Lambo, what are you up to? I'll get up. Well, what did you do, you silly bugger? Falling on the kettle stop. Rightio, give me your head. Give me your head. strong. You're a solid little bugger. There we go. Come on. You're gonna have to come through here. Oh man, look at that. You're gonna have to go through that one, I think. Slightly bigger. Come on. That's it, go. You'll get it. You'll get it. Keep moving. Keep moving, man. You'll get this. Come on. Oh, I might have to use 2 hands. Gotcha. Go on. That is one solid lamb. Yeah, it'll be 45 kilos by weaning, hopefully. That'd be nice. Even 42. Today's another day, but I've just got 4 paddocks to do, around about 60 hectares. So hopefully I get all of them done today. I might just do one paddock, one lot of them. So I'm going to box 2 paddocks up. So there's 4 paddocks, so I'll just do 2 different mobs. So yeah, they're just getting the 5 and 1 because I mixed HUs, and yeah, it'll be good to get that all done, all sorted. It's the 21st today, and my earlies lambed 5 days earlier than I thought they would, but I mean, I've been working on 150 days, and some people say 145 days, so for the gestation length. So yeah, if they're going to lamb on the 31st, then I've only got, how many days? What's today? 21st. I've only got 10 days, so it's probably cutting it short if I do it any later, or cutting it very fine if I do it any later than right now. So yeah, we got top jaguars 10 hectares, reserve 18 hectares, and then mid and bottom jaguars, which is around about 31 hectares total. I think mid is maybe 12, 13 hectares, and the other one must be 17ish. There's nothing worse than going into a paddock in the wrong way, so I've got to go around and come in from the right way underneath the sheep. Otherwise you chase them down and then you have to bring them back up, so got to go the long way. Gus is going to follow this fence line up here, and he's going to get them up to the gate, which is just up there, and Duke and I are going to go up here. We're going to follow around this track and then go around here, which is the second paddock, and then Bear's going to go up here and he's going to go into the third paddock and try and get views into that top paddock, which is that 10 hectare paddock. So this is the 17 hectares, and there's about the 13 hectares and 18 hectares and then the 10 hectares. So it's the time of the year where every paddock gets shut up, and you know exactly how many ewes go on each paddock. So that they can lamb in their own little paddock, they get used to where they are, they find out where they're going to have a lamb, and they're happy as. So time to close gates. Closed, and it's got one more up there. He's managed to get all of them out of there. So I'll close this gate, and then I can count the number from up there. Once I've done them, I can count them from up there, hunt them down here, and the first lot can go in there, and then I come down with the second lot and open the gate for them, and then it's just that paddock and that paddock. away, and then we can let them all through. We'll just get these girls in there. Now they're looking pretty good, I reckon. In my opinion, that fert was well worth it. Go and sit down, Bear. Bear obviously doesn't get the memo. Didn't realise that he's not supposed to let the sheep go. Bringing them in these small mobs is great because they are happier, and you know, they come in full, so I don't have to bring them in a big mob and then just sit them around the yards for quite a while. So yeah, we'll get these girls in. These count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 80, 82, 84. Great, 317, so I just need to divide that by the hectares. Set the old tunes up. Great, so this is what we're using. So 2 mils of this, 250 doses, 500 mils. We'll get into it. Yeah, so there's 317 here, good looking girls. I'll divide that by the hectares and just spread them out evenly in the 60 odd hectares. So I mean 60 would mean it's only around about just over 5, is it, per hectare? So I don't have that many in this gully. Go through, that's ideal. Right, well that's that paddock set stocked. Just need 53 for this paddock up here. Nicely grazed paddock, this one. And then the last 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 7. Quiet, enoho. So the other ones can come this way down and go down the laneway. Oh, no, naughty sheep. Just gotta beat them to this gate. Look at good tucker in here. No. Need to put some steers in amongst these ewes, and same with those. I was thinking about putting cows, but well, that's a mac. Pretty sure are those macrocarpers? I don't know, but I remember I had one calf aborted in this paddock 2 years ago, and I don't know why. So it could have been macrocarper. I was talking to the vet. He reckoned, yeah, so it's later in the gestation when they get problems. So now would be about the time where they might start getting problems, so I'm not going to put cows in those paddocks. You probably don't know, I should have made that more clear. Macrocarpa can cause abortions in cows later in pregnancy. So yeah, you want to avoid cows grazing near macrocarpa trees. Yeah. That's that lot in there, paddock. I'll leave Duke down there, hopefully he stays, and I'll count these out. 68. Well, Duke's down there, he can hold them up. I'll go through them, close that gate and open the other. Alright, no! Stay there! Get up. Stay there, babe. Good boy, stay there. Alright, while I go, Duke, get him on. Wiley! Well, I go, babe. Well, there you go. That's set stocking for the mixed stage in the Tudus for 2024. So they're all spread out. Should start seeing lambs in the next 10 to 15 days. Yeah, cows are happy, ewes are happy. So farmers got to be happy, I guess. So, well, yeah, I am bloody happy.